Hey, I'm not real. I'm a big fan of Hearts of Iron 4, and I am especially a fan of mods for the game. They're beautiful works of art, whether they be bigger mods or independent projects. Now, with this game being as popular as it is, it naturally means there are YouTubers that play this game. The individual of the day is DShakey. Unlike most YouTubers, DShakey actually knows how to mod the game. Since we're on the topic of content creators, this video is in light collaboration with Hansen, who's also making a Fembavaria video. He's a cool dude, and he kind of requested this mod just a little bit. The mod of the day is Fembavaria by DShakey. The lore mostly revolves around a secret society that's about to throw Germany into a civil war. This civil war will see Bavaria split from the country under a Femboyish regency. That's a little unusual. Alright, welcome to a normal Germany game. We're going to be playing without historical AI. There's an immediate civil war, however, we're not involved. We, under the assembly, are just going to chill out. We're hosting a concert. It would appear that a few of the tech screens have been changed just a little bit. Our industry is not the greatest. We're harboring femboys from the Soviet Union. This Ivan the Beautiful character wishes to go back to help spread our influence. As a proud American, I think it's in our best interest to undermine the Soviets at every turn. So yeah, go ahead. Looks like we have cute trooper divisions. We also have the Wholesome Brigade 2. Looks like they have the generic model. Maybe I can do something about that. Alright, there we go. It's been fixed. We're using the Fembavarian Infantry model mod created by Snowball. We are spoiled for choice in the general department. Odd question, but does anyone else think the King of Catman kinda looks like Jesus Christ? Maybe cut that part out. These concerts are how we establish policy with the public. Very cool. In a daring move, all members of the assembly were wearing skirts, of course. We got a cuteness factor. In the decisions, we're keeping up with the average citizen cuteness factor. We're going to use some of our cuteness factor to get industrialization going. In case you were unaware, we do have a king. We could have a concert behind closed doors. However, I don't think that's the right thing to do. The people of the Bavarian Regency deserve to know what we're doing. So yeah, about that king, he's kind of missing now. His icon's gotten all spooky now. The third concert was about elections. I got bad news, that's not the main course. When I'm given the chance to use a dating interface in HOI4, I'm going to take it. The City Names Commission. Great idea. Nuremberg, we're gonna have the Cuteberg trials. Look, they're already there. Regensburg, more like Pinkberg. Munich, the crater of eternal doom. Wilhelm is asking for recognition. The scary suited men in the League of Nations. Trust me, it's always been that way. As a creative writer, I gotta say, great writing, DShakey. Give me a kiss. We didn't kiss. I cry. We can get tomboys involved. Alright, we're gonna recruit tomboy generals. We're out of cuteness. We've been given the option to rename Bavaria. Man, someone should name a HOI4 mod after this. I think it's about time we focus on the socks. Oh, by the way, this is our leader. Oh, look, there's an art credit. That's awesome. We've got low cuteness. This is an issue. Sorry, sock lovers. We're going straight back into politics. Happy Catboy Appreciation Day. Also, apparently Mozart was a catboy. Would you look at that? They're unique tank designs. Very cool. Oh, and the planes too. Look, we have socks here. Poland is ruled by a Romanian, and Austria is under Gunther's Kaiser. Indian Civil War. British Civil War. Alright, you know what? Maybe Mosley has this in the bag. By the way, we're getting rid of our political opponents. I'm American, so correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that's a Hungarian political party. The new German Empire has won the Civil War. They actually have a little bit of content. That's pretty cool. I don't really have a joke for this. Finland's having a civil war, and this dude is locked in. The British Civil War has ended. It kinda looks like Mosley just annexed everything directly. Never mind, scratch that. There is no God. Oh yeah, and despite what you might think, the British Raj actually has no connection to Britain. The situation in Tyrol has reached a boiling point. We're gonna support our feminine brothers down south. This shouldn't be too bad. We just gotta kill Austria. Okay, so it turns out Austria was in an alliance with Yugoslavia. Yeah, we got that. We got this. It's fine. We're gonna raise the tomboy elites. There we go. We just got 3 free divisions. I forgot we actually have tomboy generals now, which, holy moly, that is a lot of attack. Welcome to the team. Now this is getting a little ludicrous. Look, we're just gonna let them keep grinding up on us. Also, there's a civil war in the Congo. No way. We're getting tier 2 socks now. Oh, hello, Alf Landon. Locking in paid off. He won the civil war. Whoa. What's going on over here? The war has expanded once again. Slowly but surely, we're getting more meat bags on the wall. We've gotten to tier 3 socks, but we can't go any further. We gotta get 70% cuteness, which is gonna take a while, to say the least. What just happened? This is a whole lot of malarkey. I had a good thing going. What the heck, man? The battle lines of Europe are pretty quickly forming. We're gonna neglect the military for a moment and just rush down to that neo-diplomacy thing. Germany's under attack. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Japan has declared war, of course. Sometimes you gotta think, maybe you should give up. Just one more push. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we for real? Alright, well, it looks like Felix here gave his dad the good old Norwegian prison treatment. However, I think it's time we make up with our father. And he's back. Boom, look at that. Wow. Hey, look at that. It's MacArthur. Looks like MacArthur has to go fight Germany. You know, I'm starting to feel a little lonely. We got it. There it is. So we've got 3 options here. Papa Stalin, Vargas, or Hirohito. I think I'm going to go with Vargas because, to be completely honest, I completely forgot about this guy. We winked. All right, well, He enjoyed the wink. What about a cute smile? He loved it. All right, great, great. What about a hug? Nope. Okay, never mind. I think MacArthur might be done for. I just kind of have that idea. I don't know. Oh, wow, he could get an advisor. What lovely characters. Patricia's here. So, Squidward, that construction speed buff is kind of cool. There's also Purple Guy. To start off, we're going to get the Silent Work Boy. And after that, we'll probably get the Squid Gamer. Bye-bye, Ireland. Man, look at that. A flat 5% research buff. Also, I guess we're doing Grand Battle Plan. We're going to give Vargas 100 fighters. We're going to give him more. And more. And more. And more. And more. And more. And more. How many fighters do I have? Oh, 100 more. Huh. And more. I'm starting to think it might be broken. Can I have a date? Brazil was a beautiful place. Vargas personally led you on a tour of Rio. He even paid for everything. It was pretty sweet. Cool. 100 fighters, 105. DShakey, we have a problem. How wholesome. Oh, wink. Ooh, woo. Look at this mega death war that's going on. Me, on the other hand, I'm going on another date with Vargas. It was time for one final date with the man himself, and you had an important question for him today. Do you love me more than Brazil? He claimed that of course he did. But that wasn't very convincing. Are you sure? Prove it. He stood there for a while, looking at you, thinking, well, I guess there isn't really a way to prove it. Besides giving Brazil to you. It's yours now. Please just love me. All right, well, it looks like we have a plan B if Bavaria falls. Very cool. And it's all cord. Okay, awesome. Thank God we are back in the game. I think we're going to go after Hirohito now. The Hungarian People's Republic announces the Giori program. Hey, it's that guy. I know him. All right, we're getting the Squid Gamer. 15 XP to get trench warfare. Awesome. Our war is still going pretty well. Oh, right. Back to dating. We just kind of sat and laughed. It was time for one final date with Hirohito. As the sun began to rise, he finally said, I want to make you the Empress of Japan. What? I want to make you the Empress of Japan. I know it's a little out there, but I think it'll be really cool. Felix is now the Empress of Japan. Oh yeah, Felix has quite a few traits, by the way. In other news, Italy has invaded Normandy. Oh, it's Bulbo. Hungary just declared war. No way. Sorry, but it looks like we won't be having a Silver Legion America today. All right, we gotta quickly start pushing, I think. And of course, we gotta start dating. How about some more fighters, huh? I'm just gonna slam everything into here, see what happens. Okay, it worked immediately. Cool. We're going all in. Mussolini just got whacked. Switzerland is still making the map ugly. Don't tell the Hungarian People's Republic, but I hope they die. The rise and acceptance of feminine men in Fembavaria has had many strange consequences. One of these has been the unintentional rise of gender equality. Good, that was easy. Now everyone's equal. Take battle, no way. Oh, right, I forgot. I got a date. Hang on. A date with Stalin. It was a sunny day when you and Joseph Stalin first met. It was beautiful. When the purges got brought up, he claimed he only did them for you, so that the two of you could live in a safe world. You held hands as the sun set and the sky was filled with red. Hot. We're finally increasing our cuteness. All right, we gotta stop the push so Hungary dies. The Femboy Bible may preach the Femboy Bible? Pooey, man, it might be over. Oh, hey, look, they have some of our ideology. That's cool. We can finally continue upgrading our socks. We're one step closer to infinite comfort. All right, finally. Back with Stalin. All right, more of the same. Just yapping about Trotsky. The casualties are going up in real time. One final date. As the sun set, you shared a milkshake and talked about the Russian Civil War. His words seemed to become mute and fade to dust as you were mesmerized by the conviction in his voice. Then suddenly, a man burst into the room. This man was no ordinary man. This man was Leon Trotsky. Impossible, Stalin shouted. Trotsky then pulled out a gun and pointed it at your lover. Both result in the end. We're gonna jump for it. You flung yourself in the way of Trotsky's gun, but before you could react, Leon Trotsky was already on the ground, stabbed in the back by an ice pick. He couldn't stop apologizing for how things went. He was genuinely sad. You could even notice a tear streaming down his face. Even after being seconds away from a brutal end, he could only think about you. Wheelie Stalin-chan, don't worry. Is that 1,000,000 manpower? Yes, that's 1,000,000 manpower. In accordance to geopolitical circumstance, we've dated every available candidate. Alright, we've made it to Romania. Oh wait, my bad. This is Hungary. Very cool encirclement. And we're going up to tier 4 socks. The junta survived. Louisiana is owned by the Nordic Defense Council. The Chinese had it all wrong. It wasn't a potion, it was socks. Alright, we're snaking like crazy. Yes! Okay, there we go. I'm gonna manually justify and see what happens. The sneak attack is going okay. And there we go. Okay, they capitulated. Nice. I forgot I had Brazil. Hang on. Congrats to the Tyrol separatist divisions. Y'all are going to Brazil. I've never seen this. Scotland just popped out of Britain. All right, the Welsh have popped out now. Okay, now Northern Ireland has popped out. The original plan was to have Ivan do his thing over here. I don't think we can do that anymore because we're at war with the Soviets. So we're just gonna, well, we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Actually, could we just push right now? Oh, we're at tier 5 socks now. There's been a bit of a rebrand, it looks like. The USA is now just America, still under MacArthur, but I don't think his rule is very popular. We have a bit of a light tank deficit. Oh, that's where they're all going. Hang on. We're putting rocket launchers in the socks. I'm such an awful YouTuber. I didn't see myself capture Moscow. The Soviets are 88% towards capitulation. Very cool. Leningrad. There we go. I got so excited for a second. We've almost fully upgraded socks. Oh, so the world is looking awful, but in terms of what we did, we've taken all of Germany, a little bit of France. We took Crimea directly because the Italians wanted it. And we also liberated Ukraine for a special purpose I'll show when we have 150 political power. We also puppeted the Mughal Empire. Now we can do our final focus. All right, there we go. We are now the effeminate empire. Now we're going to click a button. We got to wait 30 days. There we go. We now have Pink Russia. Oh, would you look at that? Pink Russia has its own focus tree. It's 2:18 in the morning though, so 1,000 likes and I'll do a video on Pink Russia. Sometimes I'm impressed by the AI. Despite it being strange in concept, this was good fun. It's both tightly and impressively developed, with DShakey maintaining and adding to it for 3 years while being a fellow busy individual. As a HOI4 mod, it's one I have to recommend. Alright, I'll stop glazing now. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I've got quite a few ideas for videos, so subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you're having a good day, and if not, I hope it gets better.